Welcome to KQEG and 7 River Sports. I'm your host, Terry Erickson. Each week, an inside look into sports, into wellness, into fitness. Today, from across the river, the spotlight, the Crescent High School Baseball with 3 seniors, 3 key parts to that team. Bryce Weymiller, Thomas Kiesau, and Jess Fechner. Welcome to the show, guys.
Thanks for having us.
Well, as we tape the show, just finished a big win. You're on your way to hopefully another successful postseason. Before we get into that, though, you're all seniors and you're just weeks from graduation. Mm-hmm. So in a blink of the eye, it's all over with until you get into the next phase of your life. Starting with you, Bryce, what are your thoughts as you look back to your high school career?
It's pretty crazy that I've came this far, and it's kind of sad that it's going over with, and all the memories that I made, seeing my friends every single day, playing sports with them every single year, and it's kind of just, you look back at all the good memories, and you're like, oh, these are all going to come to the end, and everybody's kind of going to move on with their life and go on to the next big step in their life, and you're happy for them, but I'll definitely miss it when I graduate.
Emotional?
Maybe a little bit, but just more kind of just looking back and remembering all the things that we did. And
well, you got a bright future ahead. Thomas, a lot of young people when they graduate, they're filled with some regrets, meaning they didn't take advantage of all the opportunities perhaps that they had, and they just share those saying, I wish I would have. Do you have any of those thoughts?
Yeah. I think I worked pretty hard in my 4 years, but I definitely would have worked harder. I wouldn't have taken days off in the summer and stuff like that. And I would have dedicated my time and got better at things that I struggled with this year that I could have been better with.
And Jess Fechner, friend of the whole entire family. Of course, we had to have Jess on because his brother Luke and Cole have been on, and Dad played for me, worked for me, so close to the Fechner family, right?
Yep.
And your brothers were involved in many activities. When you look back, did you take advantage of, did you seize the moment throughout your 4 years at high school?
Yeah, I'd like to think I did, but you can always say, I could have worked harder during the summer and when in off seasons, but I like to think I worked pretty hard.
What about advice for maybe young people watching this show as they are launching their high school, they're in middle school now, and you'd say to them, you need to take advantage of, or what would you say to them?
It goes by fast, so just enjoy every moment and always work hard because it's over pretty quick.
Knowing you, Thomas, and the achievements that you have left and your accomplishments, 3-sport athlete, you've seized the moment and you've had finding balance. Has that been a challenge, being a 3-sport athlete?
Yeah, definitely. Last summer, after the championship game, the regional tournament and state tournament, the next day we were in pads for football. So, I mean, you got to use every hour of each day because with 3 sports, I mean, in the summer it gets pretty hectic with practices and weight room and stuff like that. So you got to really manage your time.
Well, football, all section, captain, basketball, conference, junior year, baseball, conference. I mean, you've really set the record book, and you must have. Did you feel, as you think back to your middle school and as you entered did you think you would accomplish all of that?
I thought I would in basketball for sure, but football, what I'm actually playing in college, I didn't even think I would do any of that until about halfway through my junior year, and that's really when my eyes opened that I had a future in football, and yeah.
Well, Bryce, again, Bryce Weymiller. Now, if you read the paper or watch TV or listen to any radio, you know that name because this has been one tremendous year for you. And looking back at your records, you're 5-0 on the Hill. You have 2 no-hitters, and then you're part of another one, so part of 3 no-hitters. Yep. And a lot of publicity, and rightfully so, because those are accomplishments that most people only dream of. Mm-hmm. Talk about that.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy this year. We started, it kind of takes me a while to get back in the groove of things, but that first game I was on the mound, I felt good. I was hitting my spots, my pitches were working, and that first game I pitched, I actually threw my first no-hitter, and kind of looking back on that first game and throwing it, you really don't think about it till the game's done and it's over with. And you owe almost all of it to your teammates for making the plays out in the outfield for you, so you can just go up there and concentrate, throwing strikes, and it's just you and the catcher up there. But after I pitched my second game, I felt good again. I'm like, wow, I have a chance of doing big things this year on the mound and pitching. And I just go up there every single game, just focused on hitting my spots, and it's just me and the catcher up there, and I know I have a good defense behind me, and they'll do their job and help me out.
Let's go back to those no-hitters. Take me through the 6th and the 7th inning when you knew that you were on the threshold of a tremendous accomplishment.
Yeah, definitely. I try not to concentrate it. I don't really look at the scoreboard until the end of the game, but I just go up there and keep my mind focused and just act like it's any old inning. But it's definitely a thought in the back of your mind when you know that you're so close to it, but I just try and keep it out of my thoughts and just concentrate on throwing strikes.
Any old inning. Now, wait a minute now. When you knew that you were that there were no hits from the opponent, so there must have been a little bit of an adrenaline rush, especially in that 7th inning.
Yeah, there's definitely a little adrenaline rush, but I try and keep it off my mind as much as I can and just focus on doing my thing and staying good and staying focused up there in the mound.
Emotions after that last pitch and those 2 no-hitters that you accomplished on your own. Describe that.
Emotions are very high. First thing I do is go hug my catcher. It's me and him up there just playing catch and us working together, and then we have kind of our moment as Coach Rick Boyer says, and then after that, thank all my teammates and just kind of look at the scoreboard and realize what I did and seeing zeros across the scoreboard, and it's pretty amazing. It's kind of unbelievable.
Parents, how did they react?
They were very proud of me. They said congratulations many times, and same with my coaches. Both my coaches, they just said congratulations and told me if I realized what I've accomplished, and I said no, not really. It hasn't really hit me yet. But
has that happened before in the history of Crescent Baseball?
I'm not sure. I don't think so.
Good. And so you obviously have that ball signed and framed and put in a little and put on display, and you're probably going to have it on display at your graduation party, I would imagine.
Yep.
Well, let's go back down memory lane, Thomas, and I know you, your family, and I know you're the beginning point. You played at the club, and you've been in some youth programs. Let's go back down to when you were very young and talk about people that inspired you. Talk about your experiences that led you to have a successful high school career.
Yeah, for our favorite coaches and stuff like that for football, I put down Chris Fechner, my dad, Eric, Dave Brown, Jay Fields. I think they, and Ryan Whitford, I think they did a really good job when we were young, from 3rd grade to about 6th grade, of just putting into our heads that, I mean, we can be good down the road, and we just need to work hard and stay together.
Any defining moments as you were young, as you can think back and think, well, there was a special time in my life that perhaps was a catalyst for me to believe in myself in high school?
I'd say when we won our last BGC game as a group, we went 32-0. I didn't lose a game from 3rd grade to 6th grade. We got split up a couple times, but I think that was big, just knowing that we won every football game from 3rd grade to 6th grade, and I think that's something I won't forget.
And of course, Jess, you're going down memory lane with you is part of your brothers, part of your dad, part of me, part of the Boys and Girls Club, and I watched you when you were very young, and that was some special times for you too.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun having my dad be the coach, win a lot of games.
Was it hard for your dad too to be the coach, and you, because I'm sure he was hard on you and expected a lot?
Yeah, I wouldn't say it was hard. It was more fun because I knew what he expected, and we always went out there trying to win the game.
I imagine, Bryce, you started playing when you were young, and people saw the talent in you.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. I always heard, God, you can be really good, and stick with it, and put your head to the grindstone, and work as hard as you can, and you'll go somewhere someday with it.
Did anybody spot that in you and plant a seed?
My dad, he kind of helped me out. He always played catch with me out in the backyard, and he played baseball, and he loved the sport. He played for Shooky Fink down in New Albany. So he always brings him up and says how he wishes that I could have met him. But I don't know, he's really helped me whenever I wanted to go out and hit in the cage down at the baseball field or play catch. He was always there and would jump up from whatever he was doing and go out and play catch with me.
Speaking of Shooky Fink, we have fond memories of meaning the coaching staff at the club, playing against New Albin in Stars of Tomorrow games and regular other tournament games. He was quite a legend and quite a personality.
Yeah, that's what I've been hearing.
Well, good. We're going to step aside for a minute. When we come back, we're going to get to know our guests up close and personal right after this.
With our busy lives, it's a comfort to know that we can still remember loved ones in a traditional way with a monument. Lewiston Monuments in Lewiston, Minnesota has been helping families purchase a monument for over 4 generations. You'll find a large selection of beautiful granite, marble, and bronze monuments, all at competitive prices. And they're a full-service company, so they also do straightening, cleaning, and repair of monuments. Stop in or call for a no-obligation consultation, or visit lewistonmonument.com for more information.
At Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning, we have assembled a championship team
who listens to what your needs are.
We install carrier comfort systems that improve the comfort, efficiency, and the air quality of your home and workplace.
We serve you with highly trained technicians who are prompt, friendly, and honest.
For Gold Star treatment, turn to the experts, Carrier and Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning.
Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning, your comfort is our business.
Welcome back to 7 River Sports. This week, the spotlight on Crescent Lancer Baseball. My guests, Bryce Weymiller, Thomas Kiesau, and Jess Fechner. As we tape the show, the Lancers are 13-3. Another, you won a game last night. You're on your way to having another successful season, part on top of the conference, and destined for some success into the postseason, although that's certainly not a given. But when you look at what's ahead, Bryce, talk about that.
What's ahead for the season and our team is we have very good potential, and everybody on the team knows that and knows that if we work hard, we can go very far, and everybody wants to go. There's not a single person on the team that doesn't want to go to state and win state, so I think it really helps us when you have everybody on the team working as hard as possible every single day to achieve our goals and get that state title.
Besides pitching, you play second base, you're batting .340, you're right on top of the conference, on top of the team in terms of your batting average. Are you satisfied with what you've accomplished?
Pitching wise, yes. I know if I can keep on working hard, and I know I can get better from there. Hitting wise, I've been struggling a little bit this year, but I'm kind of coming around a little bit, so hopefully towards the postseason it will come around and I'll get hitting better.
Thomas batting .440, playing outfield. You feel comfortable where you're at?
Yeah, definitely. I'm there to just make plays in the outfield. I mean, my bat helps here and there, but my main job is to run down balls in the outfield.
Yeah. Speaking of running down balls in the outfield, if you can't catch them, then this guy next to you catches them. Jess Fechner, his dad played catcher for me. Played a little outfield, but I kept him behind the plate so I keep a better eye on him, closer to the dugout. But you're batting .380, and you're having a good year, Jess.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. Just going out there, working hard.
Your strength?
I just like to think I'm utility. Just do everything for the team.
Describe a Crescent baseball practice for our viewers.
Well, we warm up as a team, do group stretches, and then we split up in groups and hit. And then depending on how long that takes, we'll do situations and stuff just to get us ready for the next game.
You're playing for a friend of mine, an icon, very good friend. I coached his son, Aaron. You played for Rick Boyer, of course. And we know his strengths as a coach. You've had other coaches too, your dad, teachers and so on. Describe for our viewers the kind of coach you like to play for.
I like a coach that he's fun to play for and that gets after you when you aren't doing the right thing and likes to win, because I think everyone likes to win. And a coach that doesn't get after you, you might end up not winning the games that you want to.
Thomas, do you like that kind of coach and teacher that gets after you also, maybe if you're not doing well in the classroom, which, by the way, I'm sure you always do well in the classroom.
Yeah, I do pretty good. Yeah, definitely. I'd rather have a coach that's on me all the time than never on me, because you're not going to get the most out of the player if you're not on them all the time.
Do you like to be challenged, Bryce? Do you like to have coaches that just, if you're not doing a good job, just get on you and tell you you can do better than that, Bryce?
Yeah, that's the coach I love playing for. Is you're never going to get better if you don't get challenged every day. If you just go through the motions every single day, nothing's going to come from that. You're just going to be the same old, and everyone's going to go right up past doing the rankings.
What's ahead for Bryce? College, career, and so on?
Yeah, college, hoping to go to a 4-year college, either Winona State or UWL, and play baseball there.
Good. And have those coaches talked to you?
Yes.
And other coaches perhaps too? There's a good program here not too far from the studio here called UW Lacrosse and Viterbo University. They have good baseball programs.
Yeah, UWL talked to me. And then Winona State, and then St. Mary's University.
Good.
Also Winona.
And major?
I think I'm going to major in marketing and then minor in digital marketing and media.
Good. So that's one of the things that, do you have that class at La Crescent?
We did, but it actually got taken out of our class schedule a few years ago, so I wasn't able to take that.
Favorite class at La Crescent?
Ooh, my favorite class at La Crescent? Probably going to have to be gym class.
Favorite teacher? Your gym teacher?
No. Favorite teacher is probably Mr. Conway.
Oh, so Mr. Conway, who I know very, very well through his kids, and he teaches a class in leadership too, doesn't he?
Yep.
Talk about that.
I'm personally not in leadership class, Thomas is, but I've heard a lot of good things about that on how to be a good role model and how to step up and be a leader and not a follower.
Share for our viewers what that class is all about, Thomas.
Well, it depends on the day. So right now we're actually bringing in speakers from the community and stuff like that. But on a daily basis, he just talks about what's leadership qualities and stuff like that. And all I do really is just sit back and listen to Mr. Conway because he's great at just at leading and just teaching how to lead too.
Biggest life lesson you've learned in 4 years at La Crescent High School?
I'd say not take anything for granted because these 4 years went so quick that I'd restart in a heartbeat if I could.
Philosophy of life, Thomas?
Work hard, and if anyone gets in your way of a dream, don't worry about it because your dream means something to you, and don't worry what other people think.
If I asked your teammates to describe you, not these guys, but your teammates in the other 3 sports, what would they say?
I'd say they'd say I'm a leader and that I work hard and that I'm going to put the team first and that I'm going to give everything I got every game.
That describes you too, doesn't it, Jess?
Yeah.
What would your teammates say about you, Jess Fechner?
Well, I like to think they'd say I'm a hardworking guy in practice, trying to lead the team, being the first one to drills and stuff.
Is that something that's expected at home?
Yeah, I'd say so. My dad, he's pretty strict with me, so.
He is?
Yeah.
Was he stricter with you than your 2 brothers?
It's probably about the same for all 3 of us.
So what's ahead for Jess Fechner?
I plan on going to Western Technical College for a diesel mechanic.
Oh, so you have a skill in that area?
Yeah, I enjoy the mechanics side of stuff.
Wow, that's awesome because there's lots of opportunities.
Yeah.
So you have a favorite class and a favorite teacher?
My favorite classes would probably be the small engines, mechanical classes that we had. Favorite teacher, our old shop teacher, he went down to Alaska, Mr. Martin. He was probably my favorite, but now I like Mr. Conway. I don't have any classes with him.
Good.
But
any injuries? Career?
Yeah, I've broken my right foot twice and my left foot once. Those have been the most substantial injuries that I can.
Football injuries?
No.
So I know you played football. I ref some of your games. I've watched some of your games. Your dad was an outstanding player at Logan, played for me and played for UWL. And did you feel good about your football career?
I enjoyed my football career, but I couldn't say I was too happy with how we did just because we didn't have that much success. But I did have fun going out there with my teammates.
Thomas, you've been a captain, which means you were selected as a leader. What does a captain mean? I mean, we know the captain goes out, shakes hands with the officials and so on, but the captain needs to do more than that. Describe what you think a captain's all about.
I'd say they have to set the tone for everything, and I think that includes the weight room, showing up early to practice and stuff like that, and I do a good job in that. And also treating people how you would want to be treated, because if they see me goofing around or doing something I'm not supposed to be doing, those young guys are going to think they can do it in 2-3 years.
Bryce, philosophy of life for a 18-year-old young man.
My philosophy on life is work hard every day and give it all you got, because it does go by fast. Like Thomas said, looking back on the 4 years, I'd go back in a heartbeat. And if you have a dream, just you do you, and don't listen to the people that are trying to put you down or trying to stop you from that dream, because it's your dream and you got to do it, and you got to work hard and go hard every single day.
There's lots of sayings out there, and my coach used to post them in the locker room every day and every month. And if you were going to choose a saying that you really embrace, what would that be?
One saying that really stuck with me was breathing greatness. That's what our coach Needfeld says whenever we're on the mound or up to bat or just in daily life. And you just got to take a deep breath and kind of start over and breathe in greatness and just work hard and do your best.
Disappointments. All of us have those.
Yeah. Couple disappointments last year in Senior Legion Baseball. We went to the state tournament and we lost, unfortunately, in the state championship game to LeSueur Henderson, and which still put us in the regional tournament, which was also in the Dakotas. And we went there and we actually beat that team, so that kind of made us feel better. But we made it to the championship game there and kind of ran out of pitching because we played a lot of games, and we ended up losing that game by only a few runs, and it was kind of disappointment, but I was still pretty happy that we made it that far and that our team was able to do something like that, and those memories will last a lifetime.
Injuries for you throughout your career?
I really haven't had a major one. Probably in 7th grade, we were down in Plover, Wisconsin at a tournament, and I got hit in the head with a baseball and I put a hole in my eardrum, but that's really the only main injury that I've had. I've never broken a bone or anything.
So you recover from that hole in your eardrum pretty quick. As we end the show, what's something that our viewers may not know about you and may be surprised?
I like taking pictures. I like taking hunting pictures. That's about all. Baseball's my thing, but when it comes to pictures, I like going out there. I like hunting and fishing and snowmobiling, doing those things, but I like shooting behind the camera also.
And anything that people might be surprised to know about Thomas?
I don't know about surprise, but I just say that I dream big and that I'm not going to settle for being good or even great.
Good for you. And anything that would be, I'm sure you wear yourself on your sleeve. Everyone knows who Jess Fechner is, but maybe there's something that would be revealing.
Yeah, I don't know. I am pretty open, but I like to play golf every once in a while.
Oh, you do? Nobody in the Fechner family plays golf, do they?
No, not really.
So your dad could take lessons from you?
Yeah, he probably could.
Well, good. Well, it's been a great interview, and we appreciate you coming from over the Cass Street Bridge from the west to our set, and we want you to know how much we appreciate the efforts that you put forth and the quality of leadership at La Crescent High School. So thanks for being on the show, guys.
Yeah, thank you
for having us.
All right. Our guests today, Bryce Weymiller, Thomas Kiesau, Jess Fechner, La Crescent Baseball. We'll be back with some closing thoughts right after this.
At Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning, we have assembled a championship team
Who listens to what your needs are.
We install carrier comfort systems that improve the comfort, efficiency, and the air quality of your home and workplace.
We serve you with highly trained technicians who are prompt, friendly, and honest.
For Gold Star treatment, turn to the experts, Carrier and Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning.
Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning. Your comfort is our business.
When you're faced with the decision of selecting a monument to honor someone dear to you, call Lewiston Monuments for a no-obligation consultation. Lewiston Monument is a full-service monument company, serving families in Iowa, Minnesota, and Wisconsin for over 4 generations. You'll find beautiful granite, marble, and bronze memorials, all at competitive prices. Their experts can help you design the perfect and unique memorial. Lewiston Monument. Call today or on the web at lewistonmonument.com.
Welcome back to Seven Rivers Sports. I hope you enjoyed our interview this week. We spotlighted La Crescent High School baseball, certainly one of the better programs in the area year in and year out. Don't forget to tune in every Thursday and every Sunday nights at 7 p.m. for Knights of Thunder Racing. A lot of interest in the community with that show and racing at the La Crosse Speedway. Next week, one of our favorites, we bring back Teresa Knutson, a blue gold star for Aquinas, went on to play ice hockey at UConn and then now playing in Europe. Stay tuned for that show. Thanks for joining us this week here on Seven Rivers Sports. I'm your host, Terry Erickson, hoping you will have an active and a healthy week ahead.